guys ready to keep this show going? Fuck yeah. Your next comic, another really funny dude. Please put your hands together for Cy Kid, everybody.
You have all been dirty now. As you cross the dirty back alley. I don't know why people like to cross the back alley. The garbage and the frozen trash water to come to this basement. And this place feel like it's being built by a colorblind person. Look at all these people who have nothing to do with comedy. I've been doing comedy for a while now, before comedy became a thing, right? We used to do comedy in the basement, just like this, but without you guys. We just talk to the darkness, okay? We take turns talking to the darkness. We don't even want to listen to each other. Yeah, and then it was so quiet. We can hear the poop and this floating through the pipe. You can hear that now. Yeah, so imagine I'm your daddy. How many of you have an immigrant daddy? Yeah, but even though some of you have an accent, but you came up to me after the show and asked, like, is your accent real? Well, is your daddy real? Your daddy has been here longer than some of you, right? And they still have an accent. How come I can't have an accent? The audacity. Daddy came all the way to Canada from Markham. Okay. To do comedy for you guys. It's 30-minute drive, okay? It's too much for my small bladder. But then Canada has no public washroom for some reason. How do you guys do it? You know, in Asia, right, if we go out and hike or like something in the woods, right, we have to pee, right? Pee outside, just like here. But then we have to say, excuse me there, because it's an ancient piece of land. There are a lot of people dying everywhere. So there are a lot of ghosts. So you have to say, excuse me, like, excuse me, excuse me. Because otherwise you might pee through a ghost and then they might follow you home. That's why I have a lot of ghosts in my house. But luckily I'm not afraid of ghosts. Because I always wait for the sunrise before I sleep. Because if I have to sleep on time, I have to move in myself. Like, just, okay, touch me or however you want, touch my G-spot, I'm not going to remember. And then when I open my eyes, it will be next morning. So yeah. Have you ever been spanked by a woman? It's like, let me do a demonstration. Right? Trying to wiggle out of her firm grasp. Just because woman has small hand doesn't mean it hurt less. It's an emotional release, highly recommend. But yeah, it also is also an impression I do when I imitate mermaid. Okay, so you see, I have a lot of nightmares, but I'm not afraid for some reason. Like sometimes I watch a horror movie to see if I can still feel anything, right? No, nothing. And I was chased by a shark in one of those nightmares, and I transformed into a mermaid to escape, right? Yeah, but I became the opposite mermaid. Opposite mermaid, do you know what it means? It means my upper half is a fish. And then my legs bottom part is just me butt naked, like. And then, okay, again, same thing here, like. Trying to swim away, but then it's human legs. So I don't swim fast. I was like, what the fuck? How come dream follow real world physics? Then I got eaten by the shark. I wonder which part of me is more delicious. It's my human part or fish part? It's unfair. How when a shark eat a fish is not cannibal, but if I eat a mermaid, I'm a cannibal, including a human part. you a while. So I luckily, you know, I don't get a spanking from women because I've been single for my whole life. Because I've been dodging bitches all day, every day. Incoming bitches. Like, slow down, bitches, slow down. It's like the Matrix when you realize you're the one, you can stop bullet. Like, slow down, bitches. That movie, you watch Matrix, like, it makes you think. It makes me wonder why they didn't shoot his leg. It's like when he was doing this. Truth be told, girls said I'm too good to be true. They said I'm too funny, but know so many vocabulary. Like, is my accent fake? Do I fake the Chinese character to seduce Canadian women? It's not fair. Like, don't you know my first language isn't English? My first language is love. They said I sound like I'm doing an impression of white people's impression of Asian people. Like 2-layer of impression. So unfair. It's like being put on the sex offender registry when you're still a virgin. Are there any sex offenders here? Okay, because with an audience of this size, statistically there, it's 50-50. Sometimes, if you're lucky, we run you into one like, I'm sex offender. It happened that time, like one time was there, and then the victim sit beside him. That according to them, I don't know if it's true, it's comedy, I don't know. So I have a confession to make. I used to trap teenage girl in revolving door when I was a teenage boy, just to show them that boys are stronger. Is it too sexist, or did I earn myself a spanking? Yeah, imagine I'm your daddy. So now I don't do that anymore because I'm an adult now, right? I trap teenage boy. Because teenage boy are a bit more difficult. You got to up your level, right? I trap teenage girl in jiu-jitsu class. Because I was a beginner, right? They try to build my confidence, so they sent me teenage boy with perfect technique, but half my size. So I just slammed them like, Eliminate future competitor. Am I right? Because teenage boys are so annoying, you know? In the YMCA, oh, by the way, I lift weight in YMCA, right? Have you ever been stuck in the locker room naked but forgot the combo to your lock? Yeah. Yeah, so I was in YMCA and there are usually a pack of teenage boys doing nothing but talk, and then they be like, watch me, and then they do one rep and then back to talking. And they step on my yoga mat, trying to copy what I do, you know. And one time I benched 200 pounds, and one teenage boy tried to like do it again, the same 200 pounds without testing his strength. Then he fall on him, collapse on him, right? I wonder what happened to him now. Because I laughed, right? I laughed. So next morning I tried to see the news if there was a teenage boy dead. Just, you know, I hope he was doing okay. So speaking of that, I was molested by a young man recently. Yeah. Yeah. And it feels good. It feels good. It feels good to the ego, okay? The ego. It's like, still got it. Yeah, so I didn't call the police, right? But then I regret it later when I saw on the news that he got arrested for molesting another man. Then instantly I feel bad and regret. I regret not letting him molest me fully. To his 100% satisfaction, so that he doesn't have to molest another man again. How many times would you let a man molest you, sir, to save another man? 3 times? That's a good start. High five, high five. Yeah, so, you guys like that? Okay, so let's keep that going then. So, my friend put one dick in his mouth recently. But to find out if he's gay, right? Then he find out that he is not gay. As a buddy, I told him, like, buddy, what you did is wrong. To achieve statistical accuracy, you need to collect more data. So one dick isn't enough, you need to go through 100. Yeah. Are there any heterosexual men here? Any straight men here? Just me and you? Okay. Just a few of us, okay. We are surrounded. We are surrounded. Okay. How about you? Okay. How do you know you're straight? Yeah, you never find out. You never like do it in a scientific approach. You just blindly accept that you are straight without evidence. So from now on, be scientific. Stop denying science. Okay, so shark. Okay, let's go back to shark. I think fish is in hell. Do you think so? Like, I think fish are bad people being punished to be fish. Yeah. What if they are always cold? They just we assume fish are good with cold water, but it's just an assumption. Maybe they're always cold, and they can't tell us. All these sharks swim by and they might eat the fish, and sometimes they don't, right? It's a mind game. It's a mind game to fish. They're always afraid. And then they wonder to themselves sometimes, I wonder how I look like if I cry. But too bad I will never know, because I'm already in water. Then when they get caught by us, it's like, don't eat me, I was a human like you. I was Hitler. Yeah, they were being punished to be fish, right? They were bad people, right? Are there any single men here? Oh, you? Yeah, I could tell. Don't worry, there's a girl for us in the future. Do you believe in reincarnation? There will always be next time, don't worry. We have eternity, like I said, our soul recycle, okay? Yeah, you will be single again. Yeah. Chill up, wait. There's a girl for us in the future, and based on the dating market in Toronto right now, I think that someone is keeping her warm and satisfied. She's in good hands. You know why the dating market is so screwed? Because there are too many dick pics. We've got to stop sending women dick pics. Because there are now too many dick floating around, causing a dick inflation. We need to control the supply and demand of dick so that women will cherish our dick again one day. Like a currency. Alright? Are there any women who are there any women here? One more, okay. I don't want 2 women, 3 women. Okay. How many of you, do you have any like dick pic you received over the years?
No. Yeah.
No? Okay, send it to me. Okay. So I can blackmail them. Like, bro, if you want your dick back, it's $50 a piece. You better pay up. Because you don't know what I'm going to do with your dick. I might Photoshop myself into it. Yeah, according to Chinese medicine, your dick tell me that you have COVID. Okay. Okay, now we have touched on the single and sex offender. Now we have to take care of the couples. Okay, are there any couples here? Oh yeah, yeah. You look soft, man. Do you think like getting into a relationship will soften the man up? So women make you soft. If women make you soft, maybe try men. Make you hard. Because like the opposite has to be true, right? Okay, I'm done. Thank you. Welcome back. You're very funny.